Hi guys, this is Namcraft. What's going on? Welcome to the season of Starcraft English Comments. You're going to be watching the next part of the ASL saga. This time around, we're going to be having very nice contestant as part of quarterfinal number 3. This is what exactly we're going to be having: Rush versus Rain here. Protoss versus Terran. Very nice game ahead of us. And I wonder, which player is going to be having the advantage here. Let me quickly, go through the stats and all of that stuff for you. So anyways, this is going to be a best of 7. And the first game is going to be played on the map Minstrel. This is the map that was picked by Rain. And then after this, we will have Radiant picked by Rush. Very interesting because Radiant is a very balanced map. I wonder why Rush picks it. Maybe he want to have some fights in the open fields. And then Kickback is picked by Rain. Pantheon is picked by Rush. And Monty Hall is picked by Rain. So finally some guy with real senses in him who's able to pick the craziest map solely based on stats. Because Monty Hall is such a nice map for Protoss against Terran that what's happening here is we're going to be having a hidden command set at some point. Gonna come out maybe. Yeah, no, that's gonna be Barracks. It's very interesting. He's gonna try to fake his enemy into not taking the gas. Okay, he would take the gas anyways. Very interesting behind this. I think there's gotta be having the gateway, but they probably need to go out and check for what else is out there on this map, guys. So because there's always a risk. Oh no, that's not the right map. This is the right map. There's always a risk. Okay, it looks like the SV is not yet able to hide. Rain is completely prepared for this. SV will not have a chance to attack, but we do have support from the other SV, so that's gonna be very nice. And looks like this other probe is gonna try to come out. So it looks like I think Rush wasted some money there, just trying to go for that really annoying SCV in the back. That SCV is almost dying 7 out of 40, but at the last minute it looks like Rush is able to I think save his SCV now, so things are going to be going very standard. By the way, guys, I have this new mic, but it doesn't seem to be functioning the way I want. Let me just I think the volume is a little bit too low, to be honest. So this is what happens when you go for these kind of, I don't know, Chinese products. Because this is a Chinese product, mind you. This is not American or European or whatever, Taiwanese. This is going to be a Chinese product, so it's not that great, but I made some investment, guys, so you gotta give me props to that. Yeah, but anyways, very interesting games ahead of us. So let's just completely take a look at what's happening here. There's gotta be a nice crazy SV pool here. This map has been picked by Rain, and keep in mind that this map is very Protoss flavored. So if Rain loses here, then he's gonna be having a nice a kind of terrible position going to the next map. I guess Radon is very balanced. I guess it doesn't really matter. But anyways, looks like the command center is gonna get cancelled. But we do have the Rush coming on anyways. And let me just quickly show you what the map looks like. So yeah, this map. Oh no, that's not the right thing I want to show you. Let me just quickly show you something else as the battle is gonna rage on. And we are not yet seeing exactly who's going to be coming out ahead here. But it looks to me like we do have a Xenot coming up. But this Xenot, is it going to be in time to block? Looks like probes need to get pulled. And the Marine's going to get stuck here. One Marine will die for sure. There's second Marine will die. Looks like the second Marine doesn't die. The Zelle will need to attack. And looks like a couple of SCVs going to be falling. But this bunker completes on time. But it doesn't actually cover the next bunker. We're going to be having some cannon, some crazy battles happening here. It looks like there's going to be just enough to hold. No, it's not possible. It looks like one Marine will fall. That Marine is going to hold. But these probes will need to wait for the cannon to come online. Looks like the cannon come up. And the last of the SCV will fall now. Looks like one Marine falls. And another SCV is going to fall. So this bunker rush is going to be cancelled. It looks like the cannon is within reach of the bunker. So it looks like both of these players are prepared furiously for this game, for this map. But it looks like Rain is going to be having the nice advantage here because Rush is going to have to expand. I think he's going to have no problem expanding here. But the question is, what's next for him? Because just because. Anyways, I want to quickly show you the map stats. So this is going to be the map stat for Terran players. Looks like on this map, Minstrel. Okay, it's not so bad, right? 40. Is this the right stat? 49.3%. I think that is correct. 49.4%. Yeah, so that is what's happening here. Zealot's getting trapped here in the corner, but it looks like at the last minute he's gonna fall back, and we shall see what is gonna be going on with that. But yeah, so this map is kind of rather balanced. What do I want to tell you right now? Let us maybe just grace ourselves with some of the predictions that the people online, on that, Neverland called TO.net, where nothing ever happens for the last 20 years. What are those guys saying? Because we've got nothing else to do. The game has just barely started. Looks like Prosatan from Romania says, thank Blind Raw for the thread. LB on Rush, Liquid Bet on Rush. Okay, but I'm rooting for Rain. What is your gonna be verdict, man? Is it Rush or Rain? It's gonna be the other, because we have 2 R's, but you need to choose one or the other. Simplistic says, come on, Rain. We've not had 2 Protoss players in the semi since ASL 13, when Bisu narrowly beat JYJ and Rain squeezed past Soki in the quarters. Okay, interesting. Kodek Kopas from Peru says Rain 3, Rush 2. Doesn't make any sense, because I think this is best of 7, right? You need to get up to 4 games. And then Simplistic says the format has been changed to BO7. That makes sense. Holy Bat says go Rain. Holy Bat is from Turkey. Angry Maya says, has Rain ever beaten a Terran in ASL KSL in round of 8+? I don't remember. Alright, Edit, yes, KSL Season 3, Rain defeated Sharp 3-1. Very, very nice assessments. And what else? I guess Tornado Steve says Rush 4-0. That's clearly a Terran biased assessment there. I think Rain would take at least 1 game. But who remembers a crazy final between Rain and Light where he loses 4-0? That was very humiliating. Very, very humiliating. But anyways, this is going to be slightly different here, because I think this first game looks like already Rain has got a nice advantage. Triple Factory coming down for Man Rush here. So it's going to be looking forward to some nice mid-game pushes. Looks like this SC is going to try to go out, but it takes 2 hits. How many hits? It dies. It dies. It dies. No, it doesn't die. It's going to live and get resurrected by a fellow SV there. So the game is going to continue on from there. Okay, at least the Dragoon's gonna try to check. Okay, you have the expansion, you have the gas being mined here. Looks like SV coming up from Rush. He doesn't see anything of value in that second base. So the question for him is that what's behind this? Is it gonna be like that crazy ass game, by the way, that I've just casted, I think just last night, between DeWalt, a Protoss player, and Rush on this very same map, Minstrel. Check it out, that map, that crazy game between DeWalt and and Rush. You will be not. Oh my God, Dragoon getting attacked very much down. This is the thing that happens. This is the thing that happens in this early stage of the game. You need to have freaking goddamn Bruce Lee reflexes. If you don't have it, you're just gonna be falling. No, not Jet Li, Bruce Lee, the real martial artist. That's the guy you need to actually kind of study and mimic the behavior of. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be having the Shadow and the Reeve coming out, and behind this Rain is getting ready to take expansion. Like I was gonna say, check out that game between DeWalt and Rush. Is freaking insane. We hope for some crazy insanity also on this map, but for the timing, we have a single Vulture get on this high ground. The Nexus is gonna go down. The Nexus goes down. The Nexus doesn't go down. The Vulture died. The Vulture is trying to escape, and the Vulture even escapes. So that was not good. Anyways, gonna be having a slight push to the Shadow. We need to pay freaking goddamn attention. The Marine is gonna try to attack. The Shadow's gonna turn around. It will lay a Zelle out maybe. So this push is doomed to fall before you even start. But do we have an expansion from Protoss? We need to have an expansion from Protoss. Looks like the Shadow's gonna fly right past everything here. Dragoon City Hole. We might have a slight base trade situation for both of these players. 3 tanks, 2 Vultures, 4 Marines. Dragoon's gonna take up Observers in a position to actually hold the Shadow. And he's gonna fly back. He knows that there's gonna be a danger. He needs to actually take some shot. And the Shadow, I think he's definitely waiting for Shadow with speed. The Observers very nicely placed. The tank's gonna try to come out and try to go for sleep. But behind, the Shadow's gonna come from behind. The Shadow comes from behind. Where's the Shadow? I see it on the minimap. There's gonna be Shadow landing here. The Zenlord is gonna Reaver. The Reaver takes way too many shots, but at least he's able to attack and kill out some SCVs, some Marines. Anyways, the Shadow will need to fall back now. The Shadow gets picked up. The tank's going to be on siege mode, and Rain is in some serious trouble. He wasted a lot of time just trying to fly back and forth. He's going to try to hold out here. He needs to hold this base. This base is very critical. The Shadow and the Reaver is completely disabled in that attack here. We have an Observer. That Observer needs to move around to go somewhere else. Looks like we do have some, attacking against the minefield because the turret's not yet up. Observer's going to check him out and just completely flooding with, with Vultures coming from the back. This is going to be a very dire situation. We have the second Reaver coming out. The Shadow Sweep need to come in and kick in now. The tank's gonna move forward, and it looks like the 3 Dragoons under the southern side is gonna die, but we do have the pylon to support. The Reaver's gonna take a shot, and that's a bad timing. You need to wait for the tank to fire the shot. He's gonna try to attack the tank from the back. The Reaver's almost dead. The Reaver's almost dead. Dragoon's gonna attack. How many? The tank is here. The Reaver's gonna take one last shot at the Marine. He will lay and do one last shot against the tank, and he does take that great shot. So I think this siege position is completely fallen. I think Rain 76 supply rush and is 56 about 20 supply difference, and the commands execute nexus comes online. So the game is gonna go on from status. But resetting the tank on is very nice. Rain, like I tell you in some of my games, in some of my commentaries, Rain is a very solid, slow but meticulous kind of player. He doesn't like to go for crazy attacks like Mini or some other players. So this is what we like about him. But anyways, the Vulture's gonna try to get on high ground, and of course Rain doesn't have any probes there, so he's gonna be feeling just fine. But he needed to have the shadow right there. He loses 3 probes. This is actually not good, man. He needs to have 3 probes around that time, but he's gonna try to come out, and he has a shadow. Where's the shadow? Shadow's gonna be trying to coming out for the harassment. So we shall see what happening. So but anyways, let's take this time to actually check the stats. So here are the elo stats before the next battle begins. This is the elo stats of the players today. So you can see, okay, we do have the attack happening. So maybe we need to hold on to this stats here. Looks like nice shadow attack, and it looks like Rush is not anywhere there in the top 10. Neither is Rained. Right? Hold on. No, Rush is there. Excuse me. He's somewhere there. Ranked number something like 7 or 8. So that's going to be something we're going to be having ahead of us. And here are the stats of the players playing today. So you can see Rush 1402, Ren 1224, and Hero and Sharp are nearby. So just complete domination from Rush in terms of elo scores. But does it really matter? I don't know. And I want to show you also just quickly the win rates here. So Rush against Protoss is a staggering. Oh my God! Crazy explosion. Excuse me. A staggering 64% out of 61 games in the last 30 days. And as for Rain, he's got an abysmal 36% out of 25 games. Not very good. Anyways, this base is going to be completely covered. The probe's going to try to run away, but I think one vulture will die. Yes, that's going to be fine. So these vultures wasted their lives. That's good. What else do I want to show you? Here are going to be the achievements of the player. This is my proudest achievement in terms of banners. So please take a look, guys. These graphs shows from top to bottom, you know, how many times each of the players have reached the stage of the game in each tournament out of the 17 tournaments we have so far. So for example, Rush, he's reached the round of 24 15 times. He's reached the round of 16 10 times. He's reached the quarterfinals 7 times, the semifinals 3 times, the finals 2 times, but he has yet to win a gold medal in the ASL Olympics. As for Rain, as you can see, he doesn't actually play much. He's only reached the round of 24 10 times. I don't even know if he qualifies for, you know, he didn't even participate in some of the games before that, but he's got 10th round of 24. He's got 7th round. Oh my God, Reaver tech. Oh, that's a good shot to trade a single Reaver for those 2 tanks. He's reached the round of 16 7 times. He's reached the quarterfinals 6 times, the semifinals 2 times, the finals 2 times. 2 times, that's right. And he's won 1 gold. So good achievement. He's the only player out of these 3 players in this round, quarterfinal number 3 and quarterfinal 4, who has actually won an ASL. So that's going to be something. Anyways, we're going to be having a big engagement. Zealots have leg now. They come in. Looks like the Reaver need to get targeted upon the tank. It's not targeting the fire. Zealots are going to attack, and oh my God, the game is going to end right now. I'm getting freaking heat burns or shock waves or just whatever burns in general. Just watching these guys, I'm getting burns, guys. I'm getting burns because in my country we don't have winter. We just have, you know, heat and more heat. So I'm getting burned just by watching these kind of engagements. And if you're gonna be liking these kind of engagement, please feel free to buy me coffee, because I feel like Rush is gonna just be losing soon. They're going to come back and wait for the shuttle because there's no need to actually engage anymore. They're gonna pull back, attack the freaking barracks in the back, man. That freaking barracks is a freaking saw in the eye, a thorn in the nose, and oh, what's weird? Some weird stuff happening here. And a nail in the tooth. Anyways, a quick expansion going up. It looks like Rain's got everything covered. He's got double shadow, double Reaver's got double shadow. This Nexus will not get cancelled for sure, because I mean, however many vultures you have, the Dragon's gonna be en route. So that's gonna be good. We're gonna be having, you know, reinforcement coming from the other side of the map. Okay, the Nexus might get cancelled though, because the vultures are quite fast. Looks like there's gonna be an quick explosion there, but the game will go on from here. Let us just quickly check ourselves. Okay, looks like these Dragoons get trapped in the back. There's gonna be a mind drag. Looks like Rain is not paying attention position. He's need to kind of come back. He's going to try to hold this high ground and come back with more dragoons from the back. So these witches need to go away, but they're going to try to attack against the Nexus because he knows the Nexus is almost getting destroyed. There's going to be an expansion here, but I mean, this base is so easily assaulted by Protoss. It's insane. This position can get attacked from the back by Reaver shot, by High Templars. I mean, there's just so many, you know, freaking possibilities for Protoss players. So if you let the Protoss, oh, we have 2 dragoons getting stuck there. We're going to be having Stargate coming up. So those dragoons, we need to do something about that. We do have +1 armor upgrade, I think, coming up. I think there's going to be an Arbiter build. So 3 base for Protoss, for Terran, and 4 base for Protoss. Very interesting. The pro's going to try to come out here. In the game, I think we have not seen any kind of long game engagements on this map, especially for Protoss versus Terran. So it's going to be a very nice trick. Who's going to destroy that one single pylon. Let me just adjust my mic a little bit here just to make sure that it's fine, because I don't know, because this is all brand new. But anyways, if you guys don't know, I recently bought this mic. So okay, is there going to be a way for me to hold on? I want to increase the gain, but I don't know how I can increase the gain on this microphone. Anyways, whatever, we need to kind of, you know, make do with what we have here, because the gain is on max already. Or maybe that's how it works these days, because with the old mic you need to kind of pull out the gains to maximum, but with these kind of newer mics, even though if you're not in the red, it's still, oh, look what's happening here. Lizella's gonna try to attack, and Rain might try to attack. He's gonna try to attack now. There's gonna be attack from both sides. Maybe we have a single random dragoon on this left side of the map. The shadow is gonna fall. No, the shadow's gonna come in, and it is able to land 2 Reavers. Attack against the tank in the back. That's gonna be a dart. No, that's not a dart. It hits the tanks, but is it gonna be enough that I Reaver need to pull back? They need to pull back, and dragoons to also pull back. Looks like everyone's going to be pulling back. We're going to have a probe coming out to chill as well in the area. 163 supply for Rain and Rush 110. So the guy with a very low APM is going to be, low ELO score is going to try to beat the guy with a very high ELO scores. And Kara is going to be coming behind this. Looks like Protoss has, Terran has got +1 weapons and +1 armor. This is going to be a nice attackman because Rain is out of position. Half of his forces in the wrong places here. The Reaver is going to have to take one good shot at something he takes, and Kira's forces a very nice tanks target fire. Looks like the rest of the Protoss force is going to return, so this base is going to be allowed to mine here. This is going to be slightly tricky for Rain. Can he get back on time? I think he's got enough time. The shadow comes out. With the shadow, he can actually rain Zelle out from the sky, no pun intended. So that's going to be something that he's going to be looking forward to. We're going to be having more engagement. Looks like there's going to be no time to build turrets. There's going to be just a couple of Goliaths, but Observer getting sniped is going to be a problem here. The carry is actually not yet operational. But we do have some double shadows, and the rest of the forces coming from the southern side. Zella's going to get picked up. There's going to be a moment to actually engage. The shadow's going to get sniped. And it looks like the last minute he pulls back. This Goliath's going to get stuck. The angles is not good for the Goliath, so he pulls back. I think Rain can try to fly around. He needs to fly around. He does fly around and lands himself out and attack with the dragoons in the front as well. He's attacking with the dragoons in the front. There's a Reaver. The Reaver would take a good shot at one attack here, and that was damaging a lot of the tanks that we were having carries in the back. Red 166 supply and Rush 114. These guys are going to start to move across the map. We're going to be having attacks from both angles, but one of the forces on the left side is actually not very nicely positioned. He needs to move a little bit towards the center area, and now Rush is completely crushed, guys. GG from freaking goddamn Rain. The first game goes to one of the ASL champion. The past time, if you like the video, buy me coffee. The link to that is going to be in the description. I will see you in the next match. See you soon. Bye bye.